breathe less to live more. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the breathing and the necessity of reteach ourselves to breathe again properly, because actually you can hear a lot in general or also in yoga classes that we are not breathing enough. But the truth is that we are actually breathing too much. And the thing is that when we are in the stress, we are actually grasping the breath. So we are just inhaling very quickly and a lot, and we are overloading the body. We are just breathing on top of the lungs, so the breath doesn't really go to the whole body to relax it and nourish it, and we only activate the sympathicus nervous system. That's the active part of the nervous system. So we are all the time in this fight and flight version, in this fight and flight mode, where actually when we are stressed, we stress ourselves even more, and then it becomes a big loop through the breath, right? So I have this oximeter here with me, and as you can see, for now it shows that the oxygen in my body is 98%. So you would say, wow, that's really great, right? Because we have a lot of oxygen. That means that maybe I'm moving a lot, I'm practicing a lot. But the thing is, when you go to some yoga classes, you're gonna hear like, okay, in this pose, just breathe. We're gonna bring oxygen to the cells, to the organs, and we just nourish the whole body. But I almost have 100% of oxygen in my body. So how can I bring more oxygen in, right? We also have to think about that. More oxygen we bring, more our nervous system works, more our brain and other organs are overloaded. That means that we are actually, we use our body too much by bringing too much activity, too much oxygen all the time along with the stress. So what we have to realize is that we have to slow down the breath. We want to breathe less to live longer. So that's very important to understand. We know that when we inhale oxygen. When we exhale CO2, carbon dioxide. And for a long time, we believe that it's actually a toxin, that we just need to get rid of that. But it's not true. We need both to remain the balance in the body, in our nervous system, right? We need inhale, but we also need to exhale. And exhale is the one which we kind of forgot about. We almost don't do long exhales. So when you think about it, there is activation and relaxation in one round of the breath. When we inhale, we activate sympathicus, and when we exhale, we activate parasympathicus, the calm and grounding part of the nervous system. So we need both, and we need to bring more balance into the body. And we have to do it by exhaling more, because the truth is, and it might sound a bit silly and nonsense, but we need to bring more carbon dioxide, the CO2, into the body. More carbon dioxide we have in the body, more oxygen our cells and tissues can absorb. So we are actually talking about oxygen efficiency, how to breathe better, how to actually remain that oxygen, and how to really use it efficiently. So you can see that when I put oximeter on my finger, it shows around 100%, 99, 98%, and this is almost the same for all of us. But in this video, I already start to breathe a daily dose of Soma breath, where we take inhale for count of 2 and exhale for count of 4. So of course this video is fast forward, but this is around 2-3 minutes of breathing, where the number is kind of stable because body needs to adjust. But now we will slowly start to see that the percentage of the oxygen in the body drops down to 97, 95, even lower to 91, 88, 86. Now I exhale all the air out, and I hold the retention kumbhaka with the lungs empty, which is intermittent hypoxic training. The number drops even down towards 71%. I hold even longer, being in the state of the deep meditation, and I inhale deeply, hold, and exhale with ease. So you can see that with this little test, after only a couple of minutes of breathing, the oxygen in my blood went from almost 100% to 71%, which is almost 30% less after a couple of minutes of breathing. So what does it make it happen? Of course, it's a longer exhalations, but we also train IHT, which means intermittent hypoxic training. The hypoxia means that we don't have enough oxygen in the body for that moment. That means that we hold the breath. We hold the empty lungs and we just stay in that hold for some time. And that's actually when the oxygen is dropping down the most, and that's where we start breathing efficiently. Because as I already explained, less oxygen we have, more CO2 we have, then we can better absorb that oxygen in our body and work with it better, making it all more efficient. So this was very short test how to do it. Actually, this whole practice is pretty much fun because it's made with the music, and you really have a beautiful journey. As always, along our exhalations, it's a deep inner meditation. We press pause on life. When we hold the lungs empty for a second, we just float in the space. So it really brings you along all the benefits into beautiful meditative and balanced state. So I cannot wait to see you of one of my classes. Probably first live stream class is already going to happen next month. So let me know if you would be interested and what do you think about all this.